Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steph. I would love to have you become part of our makeup family, so be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. Yes, you guys are in the right place. I am a newly blonde Steph. If you guys watched my last video, which was the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Complexion product video, I started the video as a redhead and I ended the video as a blonde. So this video is my first full video with my newly blonde hair. I usually go back to blonde like in the spring and in the summer, but I'm thinking this summer I might do pink. Last summer I did purple, so we'll see. We'll see what kind of mood I am in, but I'm loving the color. Guys, I don't know exactly what color it is. My hairstylist did this for me. I would never ever bleach my own hair. That is not something that I am willing to tackle myself, but this is how it turned out and I'm loving it. Today's video is going to be all about the new Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Stripped Eyeshadow Palette. You guys are probably thinking, Steph, that looks really familiar. Well, because it has an older sister. This is the Natural Nudes palette that was released a couple years ago, and now we have the Sunset Stripped palette. So this palette retails for $52. It is currently sold out on the Nordstrom website. That is where it first launched and where I picked it up from. The original over here, the Natural Nudes, this one retails for $49. So there's a $3 price difference. This one is still available. You can find this pretty much wherever Too Faced Cosmetics is sold, any of their retailers. Guys, this is a nice palette. I have to admit it. I like the formula of it. I like the performance of it. It's a pretty solid palette. The matte shades are really creamy. The shimmer shades do have some texture to them, and I will say, if you don't like the formula in this palette, going by swatches alone, this new one is the exact same formula. The same shimmers that have the texture, the same buttery smooth creamy matte shades. It's just, you know, slightly different colors. I have already swatched these, so I'm going to insert swatches before I begin this 3-look video featuring the new Too Faced Sunset, the Sunset Stripped Eyeshadow Palette. Now, in looking at the Nordstrom website, this older one, the one that's less, $49, has slightly more product than this one, and that's just going by the Nordstrom website. I was thinking this one had a little bit more, but based off what I was looking at on the Nordstrom site, it seemed like this one did. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It is currently sold out on the Nordstrom website. I'm not too sure when it's going to be released in all Too Faced retailers. I think it's towards the end of March. So definitely be on the lookout for it. Now, they also had this new Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-hour eyeshadow primer. Now, this is available already at Sephora. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's already available at Sephora. So this is an upgraded formula to the original Shadow Insurance. It says, Too Faced best-selling eyeshadow primer just got an upgrade. New and improved formula intensifies color and helps lock down eyeshadow for 24+ hours of a non-creasing, fade-resistant wear. So it is long-wearing, natural finish, cruelty-free, waterproof, prevents color fading, cream formula, and this one retails for $24. And in here you get 5.7 grams of product. I have never tried their Shadow Insurance before, but I do like that it comes with a doe foot applicator. So let's just apply this right now. I don't have anything on my eyelids other than some foundation that I have been wearing all day, like already going on 12 hours. And if you're wondering which one I'm wearing, it is the new Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, as well as the new primer. So this is the last part of my day, the last thing I have to do today. And there we go. So I like that. I like eyeshadow primers that have the doe foot because it's just quick and easy to apply, and we'll see how this does. So far so good. I don't see any creasing, but I'm excited. I am excited for this video. I don't know why. It's a neutral palette, and you guys know I love colorful makeup, but I know a lot of you were interested in this, so I'm excited to make the video for you. So if you guys want to see this new beauty in action, keep on watching. guys, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but I do have an alternative, a dupe/alternative for this $52 eyeshadow palette. In case that is not in your budget, definitely stay tuned for the review section of the video because I will be showing you guys that. And of course, all of the makeup that I'm using both on and off camera will be linked in the description box of today's video. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. All right, guys, let's dive on into this neutral eyeshadow palette. Let's see. I like the tones. I think this is definitely a deeper toned palette than the natural nudes palette over here. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go in with this shade first. And then I'm going to do a smoky eye. So I'm going to be working with probably these two deeper matte shades. And then maybe this shimmer and that shimmer. So let me start first with this one. It's called High Tide. And I'm using this little Juvia's Place brush. It's like a pointed blender. They don't sell their brushes individually, I don't think. I think you just buy the full set. And the set is face brushes and eye brushes. Or maybe they have like the eye brushes or where you can buy them together. But I've been enjoying them. Haven't dipped into the face brushes. I've only used the eye brushes, but the shapes that they included are really nice. They're perfect. All right, so that's good. I do enjoy the formula of the Natural Nudes palette. I thought it was a pretty solid palette from Too Faced. So when swatching them, they felt identical. Like they felt identical. They didn't look totally identical, but they swatched pretty much the same. Okay, so perfect. I just wanted a light wash of color in the crease. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade right here. The shade is called Cocoa Glow, and I'm using a Sigma E49. Well, that is a beautiful shade. Now, I'm not used to using the Sigma brush too often, so I'm having to blend a little bit more. You guys know I'm always using my Refer brushes and my BK Beauty brushes, and I forget about these Sigma brushes, so it's not entirely like broken in yet. So if it seems like I'm having to blend a lot, it's not the shadow, it's the brush. It's a new brush. But I think that looks really nice. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of High Tide right above it just to blend the edge. Now on a Refer 14, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Black Sand. I'm bringing that shade on the lid as well. Not all the way, but kind of like halfway. That looks good. That's a nice shade. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Bonfire Babes, and I'm gonna take that on a damp Morphe M124. So what I do is I pick up the shade first, and then I spray the brush with some setting spray. I have one from NYX. That is beautiful. So these shimmers do have a little bit of a texture to them. They're not incredibly smooth, but they are nice. Like they're pretty decent. I think that looks nice. Okay, so same brush. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade right here. The shade is called Surfboard. And I also sprayed it. That's beautiful. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going back in with Cocoa Glow, and I'm using a Refer 26. Cocoa Glow was the second shade that I used in the crease. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Black Sand on this little pencil brush, and I'm keeping that really close to the lash line. Now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This one is called Sandy Cheeks, and I'm gonna take that on a damp Rephr 26. So these shimmers, they do have, some of them have a bit of a shift to them, which I love that. That looks nice. I'm gonna bring that up in here, there. We have a nice neutral look. Let me add, I have some mascara on already. I'm using the Lancome Définicils mascara, but let me add a little bit more and some eyeliner, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 1. All right, guys, here's the completed look number 1. I added some black eyeliner to the lower waterline. This one from Give by Gwen Stefani. This is their new Align It Up 24-hour gel eyeliner, obviously in the shade black. And then for the top lash line, the new one from Colored Raine, 2 new eyeliners. The Colored Raine Just Wing It felt tip eyeliner in the shade black. Lancome mascara, that is the mascara I will be using throughout the video. And this is a completed look. I liked it. I mean, very easy to work with. The shadows blended out really well. Good first impression, good look number 1. Let's move over to the left eye and start creating something for look number 2. All right, so for look number 2, I want to play with this little section of the palette. So I'm going to start first with this shade right here. The shade is called Golden Hour, and then I'm going to build into this matte shade. This one is called Chai Times. And I'm going to use this little Juvia's Place blender brush. All right, so that is a nice shade, good pigment. Now I'm going to go in with Chai Times, and I'm using a Rephr 14. All right, that is a good blend there with those 2 shades. Really, really nice. All right, so for the shimmer shade for the lid, I'm gonna start first with this shade right here. This one is called So So Hot. Using a damp Morphe M124. I'm gonna apply that all the way. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of that other shade called Hey Honey on top, like in the center. And I think you all can see that it's definitely a textured shimmer. I think you'll definitely want to spray your brush. I got a little bit of fallout right there, but I didn't get any on this side. Now with my finger, I'm going to pick up Hey Honey and apply that right there in the center. Now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in, I think I'm gonna use the same 2 matte shades right here. I'm gonna start first with the darker one and then apply the lighter one underneath. Now I'm going in with the lighter one. This one is Golden Hour. All right, now for the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This shade looks like it has a little bit of like a pink shift to it, and this one is called Shall We Dance. I do wanna point out that all of the shade names are non-risque, I guess you could say. They're PG shade names. Sometimes Too Faced can, I don't know, with their shade names and sometimes their palette names, they can be a little rated R maybe. Sometimes. This is more of like a topper shade. That's what I noticed when swatching it. It's not too intense. Okay, I'm gonna add some eyeliner, some more mascara, and I'll be right back to show you look number 2. Alright guys, so here's the completed look number 2. I went in with another one of the colored Raine felt tip liners. This one is in the shade Maroon. That's what I have on the top lash line, just kind of tight lined it there. And then for the lower waterline, I went in with the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Peach Fizz. Peach Fizz or Peach Fuzz. So this is the completed look. Guys, I like these two looks. We have something a little more, how do we say, berry toned, kind of berry copper shades, and then something a little more brown, a little more smoky. And gosh, which one am I going to take off? I'll probably take off this one. Actually, it's probably easier to remove this one because this one has a black liner. That'll probably smear more. So I guess I'm going to remove the left eye look, even though I just did it like 3 minutes ago, and I'll come back and we'll start creating the third and final look with the Sunset Stripped palette. Alright guys, so let's start working on something for look number 3. I need to use some of these shades, so I'm just like working my way down the palette. So I'm gonna start, I guess I'm gonna start with this shade first. This one is called Butter Pecan. And then, gosh, these two are so similar. I guess I'll use one of these. I'm not too sure, but let me start with Butter Pecan. And should we do a halo eye? I don't know. Let me start with Butter Pecan and then we'll see where the look takes us. And I'm using this Juvia's Place blending brush. There is a little bit of kick up in the pan. In particular with the matte shades. All right, now in a Rephr 14, I guess I'm gonna go in with this one right here. The shade is called Sun Chaser. Guys, I really do like the way the matte shades are blending. They're really, really smooth. They're easy to work with. Look at this shade. This shade is building up. I didn't think it was gonna build up too much, but that's pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna take some of this right here. We'll do a little bit of a halo eye. I'm not gonna really deepen up the look much more than what it is. I wanna keep it kind of light. I'm gonna add a little bit more of Butter Pecan, the first shade. All right, now there are, let's see, I've used this shade. I don't think I've used this one. What was that one called? Shell Yeah. Okay, so I think I need to use this shade as well, and Surfboard, Suns Out and Surfboard. Let's see. I think I'm gonna leave Surfboard for the lower lash line maybe. Let me go in with this one. I think I'm gonna use a combination of these two shades right here. So I'm gonna start first with Suns Out. Taking that on a damp Morphe M124. Now I'm gonna go in with Shell Yeah, and that's gonna be for the inner corner. Damp little pencil brush. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. Like a little, like a peach shimmer. Perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit of that right there. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I need to use this shade and I need to use this shade right here. So I'm gonna go in first with Nude Beach and then Surfboard. I'm probably gonna leave Surfboard towards the inner portion. And I'm using a Rephr 26. Actually, you know what? I didn't even use High Tide, or did I? I don't remember. High Tide is the lightest shade. Actually, I can use High Tide on the brow bone, I think. Now I'm picking up Surfboard and I did spray the brush. All right, now I'm gonna pick up High Tide. And I'm gonna add it right up here. I'm adding a little bit more of Sun Chaser. Okay, let me add a little bit more mascara, some eyeliner, and I'll be right back to show you the third and final look. All right, so here's the third and final look. I had to add a little bit of color. It's like the surf and the sand. I went in with the new Give by Gwen Stefani eyeliner. This is the shade Bathwater. She has a black eyeliner, which I've been using in today's video, and she has a blue eyeliner, and I got them both, and I love it. The blue is a metallic, the black is a matte. For the top lash line, I went in with another colored Raine felt tip eyeliner. This one is in the shade brown. And of course, I added some more Lancome mascara, and this is the completed third look. I like it. Really light look, but still fun with the blue eyeliner. You don't need to add the blue eyeliner. I did that because, you know, I wanted a pop of color and I thought it would look nice. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and share with you guys my final thoughts on the new Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Stripped Eyeshadow Palette. All right, guys, so now that I've created 3 looks with this very neutral eyeshadow palette, let me go ahead and share with you my final thoughts. I think the packaging is nice. I actually like this packaging, outward packaging, better than I do this one. I mean, it's like, you know, sunset, the beach. I like all of that. You have palm trees on the back. It does say that this is good for, and it doesn't even have it on the box. That's weird. You know, I've been encountering a lot of products, makeup products, that they don't have that little open can that says how long it's good for. I thought that was, you know, something that they had to have. But anyway, this is made in Italy, as is the first version of it. So both made in Italy, and I think I can tell because the formula is very creamy, very smooth, with the exception of the shimmer shades. The shimmer shades are definitely textured shimmer shades. This is the exact same formula as this one. So if you didn't like the neutral nude palette, you are not gonna like this one. I think that the color story is really pretty. I think this is a deeper color story. So here we go, guys. We have neutral nudes on the top, and then we have sunset stripped on the bottom. So you can definitely see this is lighter than this one on the bottom. So if you thought that you needed more depth from neutral nudes, then Sunset Stripped might be your palette. Now, they most definitely would make really nice companion palettes, but do I think you need both of them? Absolutely not. You go with whatever color story appeals to you the most. I'm gonna be honest, in looking at both of them, this one, the new one, the color story appeals to me more, just because I have a couple deeper shades where I can totally change up the look with, and I really liked, you know, the looks I was able to create. Now, do I like the looks I create with the neutral nudes? Yes, but if I'm going to rank them, if I'm gonna tell you which one I like more, it's gonna be the new one. Now, again, there is a $3 price difference. The new one is $52, the old one is $49. I'm pretty sure you might even be able to find the neutral nudes maybe at TJ Maxx, because a lot of Too Faced products tend to make their way over there eventually. You do get a mirror over here, so y'all are gonna have to determine whether your budget can handle the extra $3. Inflation, that's what it is, inflation. Everything is going up, unfortunately, including our makeup, it seems. Guys, the eyeshadow primer, the Shadow Insurance, which is supposed to be good for 24-hour wear, I loved it. You guys are definitely gonna see me use this quite a bit on my channel because I love the doe foot applicator, and it was really quick and easy to apply. Now, I did tell you guys I do have a dupe slash alternative. I don't think it's a dupe formula-wise, but it's a very good alternative to both of these Too Faced palettes. And I'm talking about this one from NYX. This is the Ultimate Queen eyeshadow palette. Guys, if you want neutral shades, look no further than this one. You have those peachy tones, you have some cool, you have some warm, you have some deeper shades down here at the bottom. Guys, this palette retails for $35 on the Ulta Beauty website. It's also on the NYX website. I think you can pretty much find it wherever NYX is sold. They do make 2 smaller versions of this palette, fewer shades. I think it's a 5-pan or 6-pan palette, and then a 9 or 12-pan palette. And obviously those come at cheaper price points. you have Ulta coupons, you have Ulta points to where you're not going to pay $35 for this palette. But even if you do, this is a 40 pan eyeshadow palette versus 16 over here. You get almost all of the shades that you would in both of these Too Faced palettes in here. Very similar, not spot on, well, some are spot on, but you get a lot of the same shades. And guys, the formula of this NYX palette is really good. Highly recommend checking that out in case you don't want to splurge, you don't want to shell out the $52 for this new Too Faced palette. Totally understand that. $52. I mean, you know, is that even a tank of gas right now? I don't even know, guys, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of the 3 looks I created. Are you team 1, team 2, team 3, team none? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.